Scientific study of Vedas, class 1. We are starting from Brahmam. As per Vedas, Brahmam is the starting point of creation. This universe is manifested from this Brahmam. So we are starting from Brahmam and going through all the steps that taken place in the creation of this universe. This class is a repetition of the Vedic study class that we already started few days back, and it is daily uploading in YouTube, but it is in Malayalam. It explains the creation of universe starting from this Brahma. This Brahman is the starting point. Through this, we are explaining it in English, but at the initial stage, we are not giving the slokas or suktas or Vedic words. We just mention the Vedic number, Vedic mantra number. Repeating the Vedic chanting of Vedic mantras is not possible because we already started few days back. After 5 or 6 classes, we will go parallel to that Malayalam classes, and from there onwards we will chant the mantra also. So let us now think about this Brahman. Veda says Brahman is the initial thing that was present in the universe, preferably here before the creation of this universe. It was fully dark, only Brahman was there. So that is the building block of this universe or starting point of creation. That is what Veda says. But modern science and its scientists try to go to that thing with the support of this certain basic law that we follow in the modern science. That basic law is law of conservation. One of such a basic law is law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but its shape can be changed from one form to another. That means if there is 10 units of energy, if we take 2 units from it, then there will be only 8 units remaining. That is the fundamental law of conservation of energy. Based on this, they discovered everything, most of the things, not everything. There are a lot of things to still to discover. And they go till quantum mechanics. But they fail to go beyond that, because beyond that quantum mechanics until the starting point of creation, this law is not applicable there. Every law that applies here is seeing failing there. That is why they stopped the study there. They failed to go beyond that quantum mechanics. So they stopped their activity years back, because with this law it is not possible to go there. The answer to this problem is given in Veda. Veda says there are 2 laws. There are 2 sciences. One is parascience and the other one is aparascience. Aparascience is modern science. It is up to quantum mechanics. Between quantum mechanics and this starting point of creation, that Brahman, the law is, science is different and the law is also different. We cannot apply this law there. So going with this law to find out what is Brahman or the starting point of creation, they fail to go further. So the only way Veda says, the only way to study the science between quantum mechanics and the starting point of building block of that material, that's something that Brahman, the science is parascience, and the law there is different. And that law is explained in Upanishads at the starting time as starting each Upanishad is with this sloka that is called a Shanti mantra. One of such a Shanti mantra is Purnam Purnamidam, like that, which means that mantra is chanted in the Malayalam version of this class. And as per that mantra, if the Brahman is such a thing, if there is 10 unit and if we take anything from it, it will remain as such. So that Brahman will not change. You can any quantity of Brahman from it and create this universe. That means from this Brahman, this universe was created. Taking a portion from it, or even if you take all the Brahman from it and for creating this universe, then the Brahman will remain as such. That means law of conservation of energy is not at all applicable. Such a thing is there at the time of creation, only that thing. There is no other thing, everything where it is dark, only that Brahman is there. We can call it in any name. Veda call it as Brahman. Scientists may discover in future and they will give you another name. Well, in other countries, they may use other names based on their language. So name is not as important in this. The initial building block of this universe, but that starting point of creation, that thing is such a thing which will not obey law of conservation of energy. If they take any quantity, it will remain as such. And it has no shape or size or anything like that, no order, no color, nothing is the zero. But at the same time, it is the biggest of all the things in this universe. In size, no object in the nothing in this universe can overcome it. So it can become so. It is throughout the universe and beyond that. In the positive direction, in the negative direction, it is the smallest thing in the universe. It can take such a form also. Nothing in the universe or is smaller than that one. So that it can take any. There is no limitation for it. At the same time, it is cool. There is no ego. There is no characteristic of anything like that. No hands or legs or anything like that. It has no body, no shape, no color, no order. We cannot explain it in any way. That is the characteristic of that Brahman. That is what Veda says. From such a thing, this universe was manifested. So, it is left to the scientists. They can find out the starting point of creation, from which thing it was created. Veda says, if they find out that thing, they will give the same explanation. If any scientist discovers the point of creation, that is that object, if any scientist discovers that, then Veda says they will also explain, give the characteristic of that thing like that. It will not obey law of conservation of energy. It has no size, no shape, no body, no any qualities. At the same time, its size is, we cannot compare it with any object in this universe. With our mind, with our brain, with our knowledge, with our five sensitive organs, we cannot fully understand what it is, in which form it is. It is not possible. So, we should start from such an object, such a thing. We may call it as Brahman. So, we should start from Brahman to explain the creation. It is starting from that. From that, a form of energy is released, and thereafter we can apply these laws, our present laws. Till then it is not possible. So that Brahman we can only understand in that way. We are helpless to explain for what purpose this Brahman is, from where it came from, what is the purpose of this Brahman to create such an universe, like that. We will not get any answer. So beyond that, after that, this Brahman is going to create this universe. That we can study through science. In the initial state, we should apply that parascience also. Till quantum mechanics, that parascience is applicable, and beyond that, aparascience, that modern science is applicable. And Veda explained every steps in this creation process. So we are going to explain all the things based on Vedas. Here we touch only one sukta, that is Shanti mantra, and that starts from Purnam Purnamidam, like that. In the next class, we can go through a number of Vedic suktas, which gives what all things we explained here, that can be seen through Vedic mantras in the next class. We will give a few number of such Vedic mantras. In that we can see what all things we explained now. Thereafter we will go further. This Brahman is going to change to take the form of Ishvara. At the same time, Brahman will remain as such as you. So the next step is Ishvara. Starting point of creation is Brahman. Then it goes to the next stage, that is Ishvara or Brahmanaspati. That is the first sarga, first step. So we can go step by step till the creation ends. This universe is going to create in different steps. That is explained in Matsya, Kurma, likewise. There are 10 manifestations, avataras, avatar, like that. And at the end, there is Pralaya also. Everything goes back to Brahma, and again this cycle repeats. So it is a cyclic process. This is going without any end. So let us see in the next class.